So in for repair today we have our Kverneland 6-metre power harrow. We have our John Deere 6600 and our 6910. They've come back to the workshop for a little bit of work on those. We're also going to chat with Marco there, who has a new friend in the workshop, a 4-legged one, no doubt. So yeah, we're going to chat with Marco and Buddy. We'll catch up with David. David is at a pump. Marco, I think, is putting some brackets there on a box rotator. And Mick, I don't know where Mick is, but he's somewhere around. I think he could be even rooting at a mini digger. We'd like to introduce a new employee into the workshop. As you can see, he's a 4-legged friend. And he's going to be Marco's buddy along with Casey there. So you introduce him there, Marco?
Oh yeah, he's a nice dog. Good dog, actually. He's clever.
We had a few names for him. One name was Bolt, which we thought was fairly relevant considering he's in the workshop. And he did bolt out through the door one evening. But I think we've settled on Buddy, have we?
Yeah, Buddy.
Yeah, as you can see, a lovely dog, and we actually got him in the pound. So he was lost, and he's found a new home now, and hopefully he settles in. And yeah, he is quite playful. We'll give you the paw, and it's actually quite a good bit of manners for a young dog.
Oh yeah.
What age is he, Michael?
Maybe a year and a half, maybe 2.
Yeah.
He's young enough. Yeah.
And how did he get on with his counterpart? Brucey, come over here.
Ah, it's 2 buddies.
2 buddies there, yeah.
It's not too bad.
Yeah, so he's very playful at the minute, and he's just going to take a little bit of getting used to, but as we can, he's following Marco around the workshop in the forklift already, and the 2 boys get on well, so.
No jumping.
Marco will put manners on him anyway, that's one thing. All right, well, you're welcome on board, buddy. Just like to draw attention to a few thefts there in the local area in the last number of days. A lot of thefts on receivers and monitors there from the tractors. Not just John Deere, but Case and a few other makes as well. So lads, look at, there seems to be a constant threat of these receivers being taken, domes on the roof. I know it's very hard after a long working day not to bring them in, but if you can take them off the roofs, put them in somewhere safe at home, lock them up. You have to get some sort of a deterrent. I know you can get maybe an air tag or whatever it is, maybe to try in it, that if they did go missing, that you might have some chance of getting them back. But from a point of view then, if you'd insure them, just to make sure that you itemise them and insure them properly, because they are worth quite a lot of money. These systems can run anything from 10 to 20,000 euro with all the full automations on them. So look, just keep an eye out, and if anyone in the general public does see anyone suspiciously acting around any yard, report it immediately, tell the farmer, tell someone, because sometimes it's the power of the people who's going to get these criminals caught, because it's not only this year, last year and the years before that have been taken the last number of years, and it's quite distressing there when they're taken, especially, and we're going into a busy season now. So look, just keep a lookout, and if you see anything, just report it. Kverneland harrow is in for repair. We have an eye leak coming from this shaft. So just so we take it off and see what's going on. Definitely it's a tine hole that has to come off, which just did take a little bit of persuading.
Just a bit of heat and a bit of baiting and pullers. Usual crack. Bit of everything on it.
It is coming, is it? Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. We're looking at the shaft here. As you can see, we have a bit of play on the shaft itself. A bit on there's probably a little bit on that.
You probably find it's going to be a bit on all of them.
Yeah, it's an age thing at this stage.
It is, yeah. It's done a lot. You know what I mean?
Now
But
to do the
spline looks good, which is
which is
a massive bonus. Yeah.
But to do the Kverneland then is a bigger job, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, you've obviously a row of sprockets up in the bed of it, so we have to get this shaft. We more than likely have to take the shaft down out of it. Out of that sprocket, you know, to get the bearings out.
There, yeah.
So I'm not 100% sure in this stage what way that shaft's going to be held up there.
Yeah, but what we'll probably do is we'll change the seal first to see.
Yeah.
It's probably
that's the easiest
easier
thing to
fix.
do. Yeah, the easier fix at the minute. And as I say, we think it's a doubles. The seal is coming out of it.
Yeah.
We're not sure whether he was in the right way from the last time or not. We're just going to have to check it out. Was that?
Yeah. You say it. Go. So we're just going to change the seal for the minute. Little bit of confusion here. Mick is looking. Mick, what are you taking?
I think it's a cartridge seal, like you get on the front hubs on the tractors. There's a two-piece seal. One part locks to this, the other part locks to the thing, and it seals in between rather than directly onto the shaft.
Yeah. Just not 100% sure the way it came out this way.
Yeah.
But
it's possible
it's a possibility that it was put in wrong from the start, and that could be one of your issues. So we'll just have to investigate, probably get drawings and stuff like that, and see is that seal in the right way around. It was that way, and going looking at it there, it looks right, but this is the plate.
Particularly like
there's a bit of heat in this here now.
That's rubber there, David, and you underneath you steel, which you would need for wiring and shit like that.
Yeah. But there's a good bit of play in that seal, as you can see. There's no way it was. There was a fair pool of oil in under it anyway. So, but on the plus side of it, the spline is good.
Yeah.
That's like as if it was
no
new.
Play in that.
No play in that is right. So we're looking now to get that off the way we did. Yeah.
Yeah, well look, we'll get a drawing of it, and then it'll probably give us more of a clear indication of what we need to get.
Yeah.
We definitely need to get a seal, and I think, have we any more leaking? There could be maybe
I'm
one
not sure.
on the far side.
There could be. This one was the obvious one because it was sitting flat in the concrete above in the yard, and we could see clearly the leak on this one.
Pool of oil,
and a pool of oil under this one. So on this harrow, there's no caps up on top of the shafts going through. So I'll show you there now on the photo. There's actually you'd have to take off the whole top of the bed to get in it. But normally there's a cap that you can take off and you can push your shaft down.
Yeah.
And this one you can. So we're just going to have to figure it out.
Yeah, but in fairness now, these tillers actually are, you know, that one is, not sure what age it is, but it's...
There's no age marking on it.
Is it not?
No, not in the blade.
But sure, it could be 15-year-old, like.
It could be. Yeah,
it could be. Maybe not.
Not necessarily,
no.
But we're just investigating now and just making sure that we're going, when we're putting the parts back in, we're going to have to suss out, see can we get that bearing out.
Yeah.
While we have gone this far, you'd like to do the bearing on it as well. Now you could do probably the whole lot of them, but we're not going to do the whole lot of them.
Just important then that we do just mark it there for the time, and when you pull it back on.
We have all that done,
and mark not just that one, because you're going to be turning that.
So
mark the one next to it that you're not moving. So you go back to the correct position on that, and then you line.
Right, okay. Well, Mick, there seems to have a trail of oil after this.
Yeah, I was at last week, and of course you needed it for something, and it wasn't leaking as bad. So I've obviously disturbed a pipe or some fitting somewhere.
Because it's certainly leaking out.
Oh, it's pissing out. Sure, look, the pool over there.
So we have a pool there, and then we moved it here just to that it wasn't
we have a bigger
taking
pool.
over all the workshop space, and we definitely have a lot of oil, and literally only moved it from there to there.
And it was flowing when you were moving there.
So the first indication, when you could have a pipe gone.
Possibly, yeah.
You had a good look ahead there last week.
Yeah, but where it is virtually impossible to see. It's up in a very tight house, and you have a narrow hole, and you have 8 or 10 pipes top side, you have 8 or 10 pipes bottom side. It's a rotator.
Like an orbital unit or such?
I think so, yeah. Not a steering orbital, but it allows oil to transfer from the top to the bottom.
As your pivot.
Because you can't have hoses. If you rotate, you're going to tie the hoses and knots. We'll have it out, I'm sure, and then you'll see it. Right. If we can get it out.
Well, it's just not a nice job under there.
No, it's pissing down.
Doesn't seem to be a lot of access to it.
No, it's very tight, and there's a moxie load of pipes in it, as I said. Anyway, we'll get her up and get her off, and let me see where we go.
Yeah. Okay, we'll leave you at that there, and we'll come back to them at some stage there when you've a little bit of further progress. Little bit of a skit going on here to who actually bent the door.
Not me.
And it's not me, and it's not David,
Yeah.
and it's not John B
That's
either.
it.
The problem with a door is a roller shutter door, it either should be either up or down. This one was half up. One of the lads came in with a high mass in the forklift and bang, struck it straight in the middle. And as you can see, made an absolute hoop of it. Now we were only after getting the door fixed last week, got new side rails on it and put new section into it here. And of course it wouldn't happen when it was like that, but the minute we get it fixed,
Yeah.
Murphy's Law.
Nothing sure.
So now we have the problem of trying to straighten it. Going to put a forklift each side of it there. There's a bit of angle here, really, that's carrying the door. Put a bit of a lat there, and we're going to give it a crack here and see what happens.
I'm going to take a run at it.
Take a good run at it there, David. Come ahead. That's it. Push down a bit, maybe. Yeah, come on. Come on. Come on. One sec there now. Need to just check the far side. Now we'll come another little bit. Come a bit there. Just come a shade, David. Come on, another bit. Come on. Whoa! We'll just let it off now and just see how. We'll just spring much. Let it off a bit. Okay, and you come again.
Timber gone a bit funny.
Yeah, to straighten up. Go on. Go on. Whoa! Come off it now.
We need to go a bit more to the right there, do we?
So while it has gone a shade, it needs to go another bit still. Need to go more.
Be a lot handier if the brakes weren't sticking.
Just let that one off, mate, can we? We let that one back a bit. Do it. No. Another bit more still, maybe.
Just one set. We do it getting that kink out of it. Lift her up there a small bit on the door and try and get that kink out of it. Do you want to give him a... What? You give him a belt down? Yeah. Like new. Not bad, is he? Fairly good, like. Not bad, is he?
I think it's straighter than it was, is it?
Probably is, yeah.
Huh? That's about the job. So, just neither need to lift the door up. Oh, well, that one is bent as well, so we could probably do that one. Someone got a crack at that one as well.
Yeah. I will do that one. We'll clear the area.
That's for another day.
Another day, yeah.
That's for another
no
day.
point in doing them all in one day.
No. So in the tunnel here we have our John Deere 6600. Don't know with the bonnets out, isn't it? Well, that one is gone. And we have our 6910 in. Now we haven't been at these for a while, and it's probably time, Mick, we
Go back at them.
Mick is absolutely delighted here that he's back at them again, aren't you?
No.
No. So as you can see, we got them painted, got them sprayed up professionally. Sometimes we would do some of the work, maybe the belly or the chassis and the tractor. But when it comes to bonnets, mud yards, anything that's kind of you can see from
Get a good finish.
get a good finish, we need to kind of send it to professionals. So this was done in Quinn Crash Repair. You would have seen Jake maybe in the video last year. His dad actually has a crash repair shop, and we sent them over to him. So there's still plenty of dust on them there, but that's because they were lying in the shed and I hadn't picked them up. But as you can see, lovely, lovely finish on them. We've several parts of them. These are the grills inside of it. That's for the mud yards there, more mud yards there. And we actually have done the carcass on this one. It was actually quite rotten on it. As you can see there was a spot on it, but it wasn't great. And that's the first one we've ever done like that, but we said we'd do that one on it. Now the 6910 is not too bad, but still little bits on it there, Mick, isn't there?
Mm-hmm.
But
they're covered up.
Yeah, they're covered
Which
in,
I suppose is not ideal, but...
No, but we just said we do the bonnet on that one, and we'll do the side grills on it. Yeah, the bonnets have come up, as you can see. Lovely, lovely finish on the bonnets, and when they're shined up there, now they're going to look the job. Being honest, just be careful putting them back on now. It's really set of stickers, and that should be it. So, yeah, we've a lot of work to do. Yeah, so these are the genuine mud yards.
They're usually easier. The spurious ones can be dogs.
Can they?
Oh yeah, the misalignment and holes and all that.
Right, so
We
these
had that before with someone.
are they spurious?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. No, I can't remember. There's so many stuff here going on and off between taking them on and off. Yeah, it get me confused myself. Mick definitely get confused anyway.
I get confused with green anyway.
Yeah, he get confused with all the numbers. So, yeah, the plan is now to just get these get them going. Now we still have maybe a small bit of work to do on these here, which that one doesn't look great, but we might get Mark Wynne to touch that one up, put a new piece into that, the same as far side. Not really a whole lot there, holding them. So there's not.
No, not great.
Not great. Far one here, Carl. You'll just see if you come round.
It's actually a bit better. It's rusty, but it's
actually better on this one, yeah.
Oh, what's thrown the plane that has the wing bolted out. See it?
See it there, yeah. So that should be in like
A
that.
piece of a wing there.
So that's really it now, to get the two tractors back on the road again, coming into summertime. Yeah, still very, very handy when you're at silage work or putting them into tethers or rakes or anything like that. They're still very, very handy. You can just leave them in it. So we'll tackle that in the next few days. That all right, Mick? You happy enough with that? I like the way that has a smile in the face here. It's just mad for action, isn't you? Huh? We might get a helping hand there. We might get David into the job maybe and give you a pair of hands, because
They love that.
they'll all love it here. But yeah, look, when we have them back up, we'll keep us posted on it.
She's on air.
Huh?
That one's on air.
So a little present here to give to John B. He's been crying for the last number of weeks there about lights in the plough, lights not working. So we've ordered these online, and they've just arrived there in the post. So what's the word in there, John?
You don't want to be
Q-ping or however
probably
they are.
from China.
Well, we don't know how they can, but they were 90 euro, I think, all in, VAT included.
Yeah,
and
postage and all, yeah.
But now we had issues with the other one, the Connex one, hadn't you?
Yes, like you're working away, and then I plugged it in and charged it 12 volt on the tractor, and it charged, and then it wouldn't work. One of them wouldn't work. One worked perfect, the other wouldn't work. And
Yeah,
it
well,
won't charge now, it won't switch on, it won't do
Well, it's
anything.
not really good without only one working, so it's
No,
not
really.
not on the back of the plough.
So you keep turning the one way.
Well, you could do that too. You might have to. For a while. So we're just going to put them here on the back of the 6 metre tiller just to demonstrate, because none of these, well, the new tillers will come with a lighting bar on the back of them, and they're great, but sometimes they do give problems because
They get broke.
they get broke, exactly, get broke. So we're going to go wireless. So we're just looking into say here, John, how does it operate here?
Well, you have your
To
standard,
somebody now that doesn't know anything about lights here, maybe wanted about to say on the back of a Jeep trail or something like that.
you have your standard plug, 7-pin plug.
Yeah,
And it's wireless. You just plug that into your socket on your Jeep, we'll say, or your tractor.
yeah.
And then you can bring these to work, I think, 20 metres away from the socket.
Okay.
And you just plug them in and then put them on. Just make sure you have your left and your right. What you do is you put your left hand indicator on and you make sure.
Yeah, that is left.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
you turn them on and you charge them as well.
Yeah,
too.
there's a 12 volt charge there.
All right.
USB.
Okay. And then this is just, so you're
Yeah.
telling me if I plug this in.
Yeah, plug that in.
The houses are on the 8410. And will they instantly recognise?
Yep, you have lights straight away. You have your two lights. Now we don't know which is left and right on these. Sometimes
Oh, right, because we have the hazard on. So
Yeah.
I need to turn on.
what happened there? Bulb gone.
So there's left indicator, John.
There you are, that's
And
your
you're
left.
having the wrong side already.
That's your left on now. So you know where you are. It's not written on the back of them, left or right.
Yeah, which possibly you could put on the.
And it's on the other one, older ones we had.
I just put a mark on them there a little. Yeah, so there's still fairly good light out of them,
Oh yeah, that's great.
as you can see, and still very safe. At least
with,
you can bring
with the 7-footer there, like you've nothing. You can't mount lights on it. So.
on a plate. Yeah, that's probably.
And we just put them on the board when you're going down the road, and they're very safe.
And you can keep them plugged in the tractor on the USB, and that just gives you. Yeah, so yeah, €90 from Amazon.
Is it Amazon?
Amazon Deutschland or something like that.
I don't know where it came from, Deutschland, and it's Chinese.
Yeah, well look, we'll see how these go along if they're
Anyway, successful in the last.
yeah.
So
it's
there's a couple of sets after going on the other them Conics ones. I don't know why, like they're not charging and then one goes, and
yeah,
you know, I don't know. It's just a fault with them, or
yeah. Well look, it's far better than the lighting boards at any stage, and you're running a wire. That was never going to happen, and that's they're a thing of the past. So these
they're very simple, and it's a good job. They are a
yeah,
good
so
job.
if you want to throw one in the back of a car trailer or
And
anything like that,
if your lights are not working, just plug in that. It's very simple.
and no harm to have the spare set
No.
hanging around the workshop anyway. The allows get out of a hole.
Yep, will do. Yeah.
All right, Jenny, that'll do. Happy birthday.
Thanks, Paul.
So a couple of weeks back we had our diaphragm pump in, and we have another one in now. This one is slightly different than the last one. The last one was a ball type diaphragm pump, but this one is a flap, and we have installed the new one, and this is now going to be our backup pump, and we just said we'd take it a Sunday there to see actually how it works. So David, hand it over to you there. You explain a little bit more maybe in detail.
Well, it's just it's very similar to the other one. The other one you seen had the tubes coming up over the same principle, but it had the ball inside in here. So the ball lifted up and down and the same crack. It just did the same thing. It created the suction and the blow on it. This is the same thing. So we have the top. So this is our suction on top. So it's just the opposite to the bottom flap. So basically, as it sucks, as the piston goes over and the diaphragm inside pulls over, it sucks him in and pulls the product in through here. And then as it comes back across, it closes him and expels it out here. And that's basically it. It's very simple pump, and there's not a lot to go wrong with them. The only thing is that with this one over time, it's just literally the rubbers have gone a little stiff on it, and that's it. But I can actually give you an idea.
So do you think they're not sealing then, as if they have just gone that little bit
They're
stiff?
just gone a little bit hard, and they're not pulling back in properly. I'm after giving them a good clean in there now, but this one, as you can see, it should naturally sit down further on that, and it's just sitting out, so it's losing the suction on it, and that was the problem the lads were having in the workshop. Remember, they kept turning it on its side.
Yeah.
And I'd say turning it on its side, gravity helped with holding it down. But you can actually see it on the inside. I'm going to put this nice and easy on the air, and I'm not sure whether you can see. Can you see in there, Cathal?
I'll hold that there, yeah.
And then, oh, sorry. See the way the piston moves over and back? Well, it's the exact opposite. Whatever it's pushing out, it's doing the same opposite over this side. And that's all it does. There's a bladder inside that. The bladder is held around here, and as the bladder moves over, it expels, and as it pulls back, it sucks.
And could it be a case that we might have a hole in the bladder? Would that be
in the last pump that we did, we probably did. We had a hole in it, but this one actually looks fairly good, and it was moving product. Now the product that this is moving is it's starch. It's hard.
Yeah.
Hard to pump, but the only pump on the market that can withstand that sort of abuse, you know,
Yeah.
because they can run dry. You can run these dry, no problem to them. You don't have to have product. You can leave it running even if there's nothing. If there's only air going in, it can't do any harm to it.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of them. So
Yeah, well, it's a sandpiper pump that's in it. They're a fairly common and reliable pump, and we have just got exactly the same as this one.
yeah, they're put together in the States as far as I know, and we found actually on the new pump a lot of the parts are from Vietnam. So, but they're assembled in the States. So there you go. They're working hand in hand.
You learn something new every day. But we're just going to leave this one that we have it kind of as a standby, good to go.
More likely it'll be the new rubbers. We'll just get new
flaps
flaps on them, and then it should look at. There's not, again, apart from the bladder inside. The other one, the actual casing was very pitted. This one is actually all right. It's not bad. So there's nothing else really to go wrong with them as long as the piston is good.
Yeah.
And it seems to be very good.
Okay,
So, no
okay,
problem.
we'll go with that. We have a new box rotator on the farm here. It's a forward box tippler. It's a WIFO or a WIFO. I don't know what it's made in. It's Dutch actually, I think. And yeah, we decided to go with this one. Now we have a couple of box rotators on the farm. Most of them are sideways tip. This one is going to be slightly different in that it's going to be a forward tip. And the reason for that is that when we're filling the planter, it's easier to come in at the back of it. When the planter pulls up in the headland, we can fill it straight in from the back rather than turn around and fill them from the side. Because when you fill them from the side, you're crossing kind of all the beds that are destoned, and sometimes it can be, as you know, Marco, you've often filled, haven't you? And you've often spilt it as well.
I only a few times.
And so have I. So he's not alone. Even Cahill there, the man on the camera there, has spilt it or not. He's shaking his head, but I don't believe him. Yeah, look, it can just come out all of a sudden, and then you've hit spuds on the ground. So we're trying to avoid that. And also as a backup then for, we'll say, even in the grading shed there, where we can actually attach it to a forklift. Well, this one actually is not going on a forklift, it'd be on the Manitou, but even on the baby Manitou, as we call it, it's very simple to get in there and
be easy.
Be easy there, because it's a very, very gentle tip on it, and it's very easy on product coming out of it, and especially for days, as we know, they just don't take any abuse. So the problem we're having today is that while we bought the unit, we have to fit on our brackets to it, because everyone is going to be different. We're on the Euro 2, which is, I think it's a 2 foot between centres and a 50mm pin.
Yeah.
That's going to be on these, and we're just going to hook it up onto this first. What's the plan of attack here?
First, I think Paul need to put here supports or bracket or something. Well, then it's only be sit here.
Yeah,
it can be strong enough. I think I'm gonna weld
a plate.
Yeah, plate, and then stick this to the plate. Take edges off.
Yeah. Yeah, these brackets are handy. I know you can get these brackets separate, but the fact that they come with one there leaves it very easy, because it's actually, it's bulletproof really, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
That you can just measure off, like you don't have to start cutting these and that. So yeah, the plan is to put on this backing plate here, which is quite strong, but as Marco has said, it'd be all right if it was here.
Yeah.
But with our brackets, because they're wider,
yeah.
it's going to be out there, so we will possibly put a piece, as you say, in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna take this frame tomorrow off.
Yep.
It's only a couple bolts. Should be easy. Yeah,
yes.
Save paint.
And then how are you on fittings then for we have...
Here, 2 pipes. Just need to change one.
Yes, we need to go with 2 females on that, because we've 2 males here, which is the same on everything that we have in the yard. So we're just going to change that as well.
Oh, why is this lever over there?
I don't know, Marco. Maybe it's for releasing pressure. I don't know. It won't be long to find out there when you put it on tomorrow anyway.
Oh,
we'll see. We'll try it out anyway. But yeah, no, they're very well made, as you can see there. There's good stuff in them there. So we'll get it sorted and we'll try it out.
Oh yeah, I need to just set for your boxes. Your boxes is high.
Yeah. I'll leave it with you.
Okay.
So that's it for this week's Workshop Wednesday. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. We've got great reviews there on the high spec the last two Workshop Wednesdays. So yeah, look, it's probably time well spent on those, and we hope you got a good bit out of that. So from everyone here at Finnegan's Farm, we'll talk to you all next Wednesday. No, that good.